Hello everyone. This is Astro here, giving you guys my reading for the Pisces full moon on August 26, 2018, around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The universal time, I believe, is still August 26th at 2 o'clock p.m. I don't know which country uses the universal time, but just in case, since I'm talking about, the full moon for multiple time zones, I just wanted to give that time too. When I say Eastern Standard Time too, I'm from the States, so our Eastern Standard Time, okay? All right. So, again, this is a Pisces full moon. With all full moons, right, it's literally when the sun is in opposite side of the moon. So with that being said, the sun's in Virgo, so the moon would be in Pisces. With full moons, this is a perfect time to release anything that you feel like you need to release from your life. And the reason why it's good is because we are in an internal conflict during full moons. The moon shows what we feel deep down inside, what we really want to focus on, what we want to keep our eyes on, while the sun is representing what we are reacting to, what we want to identify with, what's our main focus. So during full moons, I always suggest it is best to follow the moon, follow what you feel deep down inside, because you have the rest of the Virgo season to follow the sun, to understand the sun, especially during the Virgo new moon, which it will be in September. So again, I always say follow the moon. And yes, that's 3 weeks of following the sun, 1 week of following the moon. But remember, we always follow the moon in every full moon. So when it is Pisces season and it's a full moon in Virgo, we're going to have that other week of following, whatever Virgo season type stuff. You know what I mean? So yes, that's my general, thing about the full moon that I wanted to add to make sure you guys are aware of how the full moon works when it comes to astrology. This full moon in particular is in Pisces. So during this time, we are focusing on spirituality and our connection to the unknown, to the universe. We are focused on our emotions and our ever-changing emotions. Our ever-changing emotions really catalyze and start up and help us understand our intuition. Because our intuition is basically connect to our emotions. That's the only way we can be intuitive. But since energy is ever-changing, that means our emotions are ever-changing, which means intuition is ever-changing. And because it's not something that we can kind of push down and kind of that's tangible and that we can sit down and really, understand, it's really and kind of like view ourselves in like one spot. It's known as the unknown. Pisces in the 12th house and Neptune's known as the unknown and being disillusioned and a lot of illusions and dreams and nightmares and imagination. It's because it's all in our head and it's all geared towards emotion. It doesn't mean that it's not real. It's just in the 3D world, it's not tangible. So we can't really access it as we can access anything else. So during this time, we're going to be focused on that. Focus on spirituality. Focus on, our ever-changing emotions and our connections to that. Our self-undoing, our intuition, how we sabotage ourselves, our subconscious, the universe in general. Whether you see it in a spiritual side or more of a logical, scientific side. Just we're really trying to understand ourselves and what is unknown of ourselves and how we can actually know that part of ourselves even more. We're really getting in tune into our intuition and whatever that means to us, for sure. But the sun is in Virgo. So even though deep down inside, that's what we really want to focus on. That's where our heart's intent on focus on. That's what our heart's intending to focus on. Excuse me. It's still Mercury retrograde. It's not Mercury retrograde technically, but it's the shadow period, and I'm the worst during shadow period. So, anyways, you know, in this again, like I was saying, like, you know, deep inside, we want to focus on spirituality, our self-undoing, our intuition, our emotions, our gut feelings, and subconscious. But instead, we're reacting more on a 3D scale because the sun's in Virgo. So we're reacting to everyday tasks, routines, our work environment, the things that we do in a frequency, perfection on the 3D realm. And that's the kind of the lesson when it comes to this this full moon, is that what is perfection? Perfection is the eye of the beholder. And yes, you know, Virgo energy is really helpful because it's very procedural and it's a process. You need to do things at a right order, and that's needed. But we need to find a balance. Full moon energy in general is learning about balance. Okay? So during the week of the full moon, we should not be focusing really on the specifics, the details, the routines and things. We need to literally understand that we can't really control ourselves. We need to surrender to the emotions, surrender to the event, surrender to whatever has happened to us, and let go. This is a great healing moon. You know, a lot of people have been going through a lot this summer. This summer has been a emotional roller coaster for most. I know it has for me, especially this month. Personally, this month, you know, I lost 2 people special in my lives, almost lost a third. So it's just been very, very hectic for me this month. And so with me personally, knowing that Pisces moon is an intuitive month and a healing month, an intuitive moon and a healing moon, I'm going to use this time to fully surrender to whatever emotions I'm feeling at that time. It's very, very important. And you will honestly learn so much by doing that, for sure. And it's funny because, just to get a little personal here, I've been doing some temp work while pursuing my astrology career, and I got a job basically that starts on the same day as a funeral of one of the people that I lost this month. And that just shows the lesson of this full moon. Do I focus on work and the work environment and the everyday task? Or do I focus on being there and healing from that loss, healing with my family and being there for my family? This new moon is literally saying to be with your family and heal from the situation that you have dealt with. And, you know, the funeral is actually a day after the full moon. So I get it. You know what I mean? I get it in universe. I understand. So it's just, you might have something similar because, you know, all full moons are powerful, but water full moons are powerful because it really gets you at your core, at your emotions. And so a lot of people may say that water full moons are the most powerful. All full moons and all new moons are powerful, but it just depends on how it gets you. And people don't like to tend to their emotions, so of course they're going to say the emotional moon are the most powerful, and all of them are powerful in their own right, honestly. So yeah, just keep your eyes open on that. You're going to have a choice in your life. Do you focus on the 3D stuff, the detailed stuff, the work environment, your daily task, or do you really focus on understanding spirituality, understanding yourself, undoing, healing your emotions, tending to your emotions, your ever-changing emotions? What do you focus on? Pick one. You get what I'm saying? It's really, really important. But again, yeah, for this, what we want to focus on, what we're going to react to is the daily task and shit like that. But we shouldn't. We need to follow the moon. Every full moon, we need to follow the moon. It's very important. So be sure you make the right choice, guys, okay? This is my first snippet that I'm going to give to people. And then I'm going to continue on with my Patreon supporters if they want to hear the rest. So for the folks who are not Patreon, are patrons for, I can't talk. For the folks who are not my patrons yet, I'm going to say bye. But for my patrons, we're going to continue with the specifics of this moon, okay?